Feeling depressed, better cope in a healthy way. I've had a fucking terrible morning. The worst morning of lockdown so far. Woke up crying. I had a complete meltdown. Deleted my Instagram. I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna bleach my hair. I don't know what else to do, to be honest. I feel disgusting. I'm so ugly. Anyway, that's for you. Fuck. This is what the most frustrating part is. Textbook wise, I've done everything that society, modern day society, has told me to do. I wake up every morning, exercise, I put a sports bra on and fucking do yoga and Pilates. Eat porridge for breakfast. I literally eat porridge. I'm still sad. So I want a fucking refund. The lighting is weird. So back to what I was talking about, feeling low. I had a plan to make this video last week. I was like, oh, such a good video idea. Me bleaching my hair and talking about how happy I am and how I was able to beat the human experience of endless suffering by doing some yoga and eating porridge every day. And I'm going to tell everyone about it. That doesn't work. No, doesn't work at all. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, poor me. Everyone feels sorry for me. Like literally every single one, every person in my life at the moment is also having a shit time. And every friend I've talked to is also very low. I'm not looking for reassurance in the comments. I just want people to comment like funny, maybe funny TikTok comments that might cheer me up. This is also not a tutorial. I have no idea what I'm doing. And this might go terribly wrong. I did take out my extensions last week, as you can see, with a pair of pliers. That was very cathartic. Just reefed at my scalp. If you're a hairdresser and watching this, no you're not. You didn't see anything. So I told myself also during this lockdown, well, the first lockdown I was going through a breakup, so I was kind of occupied with being sad anyway. Second lockdown I was like being real productive and saving for London, so I was just making loads of YouTube videos. And now for this one I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be hard on myself. I'm just gonna relax and chill. No, that didn't work either. So I wrote a 100-page screenplay, which ended up doing more bad than good because it just brought up a lot of negative emotions for me and the people around me. So instant regret doing that. Total waste of time. Now I'm feeling even worse about myself. And I have a terrible habit of like being real mean to myself if I'm not distracted by anything. So at the moment is like everyone's conspiring against me or everyone hates me, which is a classic like feeling shit about yourself thought, isn't it? I'm pretty sure most people feel like that, but at the moment it's just very, very heightened, very bad. I obviously believe in magic. I've talked about it loads on YouTube videos before. I'm doing spells and all. I wouldn't call myself like a perfect witch. I don't think I know exactly what I'm doing. Anytime I've like kind of dabbled in magic, just really bad things happen. So I've decided to stop doing that because I literally was like assuming I was like fucking with black magic because like people I didn't want were coming back up into my life again. So I've given up magic now. But I saw this TikTok of like grab-avoid codes. So that, has anyone else seen those TikToks where like you say a code and then it like cures pain? The first one I saw was like if you say 55515 and then think of the place that's sore, the pain will go away. And I did it because I had this cut on my finger here. No, you probably can't. I had a cut on my finger here and I did it and the pain went away, but obviously that's some sort of like placebo thing where if you just concentrate on an area, the pain goes away. So I wrote down all these other grab-avoid codes that I found on the internet and like wrote them on pieces of paper around my room. I'm actually going nuts. Oh, I look unreal. I look so hot. Fuck. So yeah, I've been doing that. It's not like none of them are working because they were like, you know, happiness ones and for me to stop being so mean to myself and that sort of shit. Can confirm I'm still being mean to myself. Look how ginger the ends of my hair are. I don't trust myself. Well, too late now. This is such a bad idea. Should I bleach my eyebrows? That's the question. I think I should just come back when I have it all bleached and then while it's developing talk. I don't trust myself enough to talk and do this at the same time. So I'll be back. It's clearly the next day. My hair didn't turn out so well. So I'm gonna bleach it again. I went for a walk this morning as well. I'm fucking sweat. It's literally raining and I was sweating like sweat patches. But look how nice this top is. I got it on Depop. And I put in purple shampoo and I left it in too long. So the front is just purple. Like the front is just purple. But if I wash it out, I'm sure it'll wash out in the next few showers. That's fine. It's just the whole ginger part that's getting me. Even though I obviously wanted to have ginger hair, but just not this color, not this exact color. And I think it's a bit off-putting the way the ends are ginger and the roots are blonde. Do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna put it in the rest of my hair. I don't know how to do this now, if I'm honest. So I need to somehow tie up the fringe because that doesn't need to be in it. Oh jeez, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I watched Uncle Frank last night. It's so good. It's on Amazon Prime if anyone has it. It's about this gay uncle who grows up in South Carolina. Is that where they live? I don't know. I love all those areas of America. I don't know why. I've always like wanted to be a cowgirl or something, or live on a ranch. That's like my dream. I'd love to do that. I also have an ulcer on my tongue, so I'm talking with a lisp, and it's like I've had an ulcer in my tongue for 2 weeks. And if anyone ever gets ulcers, you know how frustrating they are. If you're anemic, you get them all the time if you don't have enough of your iron intake, but that's how I get it basically. But I also get it if I don't have enough sleep, and because I'm not moving around during the day, I'm not, when it comes to nighttime, I'm literally like, oh balls, I have to check on how my third cousin's friend is doing that time that fell off her bike when she was 4. I have to go check on if she's still alive. You know when you get those thoughts? So like last night I fell asleep at midnight, and then I woke up again at 1:30, and I was like, I'm actually hungry, I'm starving. So I went downstairs because I'm also not eating as much as well, in my eating video, like I was making an effort because I knew I was being filmed. In the days where I'm just in bed all day, I'll have like 1 or 2 meals, and then I wake up at 2 in the morning being ravenous. So I woke up then at like 1:30, went downstairs and was like, oh, I'll just have a slice of toast with peanut butter on it. Also went through a whole jar of peanut butter in the last 3 days. So this is what I do at night time. I go downstairs, I made myself a slice of toast with peanut butter on it, and I was like, oh, I'm still hungry, maybe I'll just make some pasta. So then I put on some pasta, but then while the pasta's cooking, I have 3 more slices of toast with peanut butter on it. I'm not shaming myself, like I think it's delicious, it's nutritious. At least I'm eating, you know? This is bad. And then I go to bed and I'm like, oh, I'm so full, and I have weird dreams then. People were trying to call me yesterday and I was just like, no, do you know what, phone off. I went AWOL. I went AWOL there for a while, but it was refreshing. Also, can't believe I haven't drank in a month. If anyone watched my getting my shit together video, I've kept all my promises. Like I've literally done everything I wanted to do in the past months. Do I feel any different? No. I must say, I don't feel any different. I think maybe my brain works a bit quicker. Words come to me easier because I have been doing a lot of writing and stuff. I actually kind of like that ginger color. It's like strawberry blonde. I wish my whole head was that color. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I think maybe my brain works a bit quicker. I get like words come to me easier. But other than that, like I don't feel that much different. Maybe I need to do it a bit longer, but I was going to drink tonight as like, ow, as my 1 month mark. Maybe not. And I'm like scared that when I do start drinking again, I'm gonna get drunk real quickly and do like really embarrassing things. Like, you know, when you start drinking when you're 15. But that's more of a mindset, I think, because you're like, I'm drunk so I can do crazy things, you know? Yeah, I'm just scared that I'm gonna start doing like real embarrassing things, like texting people and like telling everyone I love them. I get the fear so much worse when I'm drunk and I'm not out, like I'm on my phone, because I feel like you can do so much more damage if you're on your phone drunk. It's written in text. Then it's like, and you don't know if the other person is drunk or not. They could be completely sober and you're texting them weird shit, you know? Oh my god, I love being blonde so much. Also, I cried so much yesterday. That's why I couldn't finish filming this video yesterday, because after I finished the dye, I sat and watched Netflix then while it was developing, cried a bit more, then I toned my hair, obviously left the shampoo in for too long, cried another bit more, then eventually I turned my phone on, was like talking to my friends, I felt a bit better. It's no particular reason. I think emotions are just really heightened during a time like this. Like, I don't know what I was expecting my life to be like when I came back to London. Even though I knew there was a lockdown, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything, but I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. My mom called me the other day and she was like, are you sad? And I was like, no, I'm not sad particularly. I'm just a bit lonely, like, because you know, like I grew up in a big family. I'm always hanging out with my friends. Like I'm not, well, I do like my alone time, but I'm not one to spend so much alone. Like I am an extroverted person, I think. Like I've always lived with someone. It's just very different to what I'm used to, but it's good for growing up. I feel like I'm really maturing. I wrote a short story last night about, you know, when you were younger and you were driving home from somewhere. For me, it would be like driving home from Galway if we were there for the weekend, and it would always be dark on the motorway, but you'd recognize the sound of the bumps of the wheels going onto the curb of your driveway. But when I was younger, you know, when you pretend to still be asleep so that you get carried in. The short story basically is like that, except it's a memory, and then you're too old for someone to do that to you now. And then I was like, obviously, I'm really not helping myself by doing these things, but I suppose it's a good creative outlet. Oh yeah, also my friend Barry got me onto this thing. It's called an Enneagram test. It's basically a personality test, but it's like really accurate. So mine one is the enthusiast. It's number 7. If you look up Enneagram Institute, I'll leave a link below if anyone else is interested. A fun thing to put your time into, you know, during lockdown. You know, I just like get really invested in random things, and then you can check you can send it to your friends, and if they check what personality they are, and then you can check your compatibility. So my friend Ash is the reformer. She's #1. When we read the compatibility, it's so accurate. And Barry was like doing a test on what relationships like you'd be most compatible. Apparently I'm most likely to marry a #1, like someone who's a reformer. And I said that over the summer when I was living with Aisling. I was like, I would love a romantic partner that was just like you. You know what I mean? Had the same personality as you. But everyone, like, everyone should marry their best friend, like someone who's like your best friend or approved by your best friend. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, sorry, I went on a total tangent there. So my mom called me anyway, and when I was like, oh no, I'm just a bit lonely, she goes, why don't you just get a boyfriend or a girlfriend? And for some reason, like, it just really triggered me, as if it was like real easy, you know, just like, oh, I'll put up a status on Facebook and be like, taking applications for a quarantine queen, hit me up. Yeah, so that got me even more upset. I was like, oh my god. I respect that my mom views me in that way, where she thinks that I can like get a partner really easily. Well, I suppose anyone can get a partner really easily, but it's just not going to be the person that you want, you know? Like, there's always going to be someone who's interested in you, but it's not reciprocated. So, and that's just toxic, innit? Another thing, because I try to distract myself from like the self-hatred overthinking. My brain is really mean to me if I spend too much time on my own, because I start to hate myself, and then any negative interactions with then the external world, which is social media, it affects me hugely when usually it doesn't. Now I'm a queen at like not caring about what people's opinions that I don't know, because I know that it's irrelevant and I'll probably never meet them, and like they're projecting their own insecurities and they don't truly know me. But I get this really bad complex where I think even my friends and family hate me and they're sick of me and no one wants to talk to me. I texted my sister and I was like, miss you guys, and she didn't reply for 4 days, and I was like, oh my god, everyone hates me, everyone's sick of me in the family. But then yeah, my mom did call me then. She was like, would you not fly home to Ireland? But I don't have a room in my mom's house, so like I'd have to sleep on the couch, so no. And also I live here, I literally have to grow a pair of tits. Like, I need to grow up. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I'm being a drama queen. I know a lot of other people have it a lot worse, but I am, like, just from my own personal experience, this is definitely the loneliest I've felt in a long time. And people are so nice to me on the internet usually. Like, I have such nice followers, it's actually it's insane. Like, people have been texting me, like offering to go on walks because they know I live nearby and stuff. It's so sweet. But then I deleted my Instagram. Anyway, someone's nice to me, I'm just like, delete Instagram. But no, I need to get it back from Monday because I feel like my management will get mad at me. Everyone's mad at me. There we go again. What else is there? So this I wanted to say. I'm reading The Age of Absurdity by Michael Foley, and I'm pretty sure he's an Irish author. I didn't know that. I was like halfway through it, and then he was talking about the rat, and I was like, surely an American person isn't gonna reference the rat. Like, it's just not that commonly done, you know? But I think he is actually Irish, so legend, daddy mode. But yeah, I'm reading his book, and he said one of the things that is natural in human nature, if they want to, especially in modern day society, if they want to appear more respectable or valuable in terms of external factors like money, status, success, beauty, that sort of thing, that they invented a new cheaper way or free facade that you can put onto yourself to make you seem more respectable, which is coolness. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh my god, I'm a complete fraud, because I feel like maybe I do that. Like, for example, like smoking and fucking pretending like I don't care, but like internally I don't think I'm cool at all. I don't even know how I would define it. And then I was like, oh my god, am I doing that on the internet? I thought that was an interesting concept. If someone's acting too cool for you, or you're like, oh, they're acting like they're better than me or whatever, it's usually out of their own insecurities, because they feel like they don't have anything else to prove themselves. So they just put on this facade of coolness, which isn't actually a real thing. It's totally fabricated. So if you feel like a piece of shit, just pretend that you're cool. Am I gonna get hate for this, like bleaching my hair? Is this like bad, about being a bad influencer or what? It's not a tutorial. I'm not recommending this. Should I bleach my eyebrows as well? Because I can always just dye them back. I have eyebrow dye. I need to clean film this bitch. Oh my god, look at my tracksuit bottoms. Fuck. But how is everyone else doing, I'd love to know. Like, what's everyone doing to fill their time in quarantine? And I always just feel like, especially with Instagram, it's so damaging, because it just looks like everyone's having a good time, even though they're obviously not. But it's just, we're so conditioned to make ourselves look like everything's more perfect than it actually is. Why do we do that? Like, why do we want other humans to envy us? Okay, I should leave that on for like 20 minutes. Will I bleach my eyebrows? Yeah, fuck it. I don't think you're supposed to do this either. I don't think you're supposed to use actual like hair bleach on your eyebrows. Okay. That should do her. Yeah, I usually only leave it on for like 10 minutes on my eyebrows because the hair's really thin, so I'll come back when I'm finished, when I have washed it out. Look at my top. Anyway. I bleached my eyebrows, but I didn't like them, so I tinted them back brown. I feel so ugly. I might dye the whole thing ginger. Like, why is the end still yellow and the top still white? Fuck. Oh, I just feel worse about myself. Yeah, I might just dye the whole thing ginger. I don't fucking know, but I need to get my hair a break for a few days, so you won't be able to see the results, I think, for a few days. Bye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love you. Anyway.